Okay, here we go. Got a quick little project here. So obviously you've seen other videos. You probably saw my smokehouse came to a completion. That's done for the most part, other than just small decorations. But I got an idea for right here. It came across to me not too long ago. Simple little project. It's a weeknight, so I think it's Wednesday night right now. Perfect weather, maybe 70, 80 degrees out, 80 degrees. Really comfortable. Humidity is kind of low. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this pole in the ground. I gotta dig a hole right here, and I've got a sprinkler line that runs through here somewhere. I think I got a head like right over there. I need to find the head because the sprinkler head actually connects directly to the water line through here. It's the main line, so I gotta be real careful. I think I'm okay like right here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm putting a couple pieces of 2x8 at the top. One pointing this way and one pipe likely pointing the other way. And then what we're gonna do is I've ordered a couple of the candle sconces on Amazon. Hard to explain, they're not here, they're supposed to be here today. So I was hoping to have this project done tonight, but they're not gonna be here till tomorrow, going out of town for the weekend. So this will be a two-part, well, one video, 2 different days. Probably knock the rest of it out maybe Monday or Tuesday. But long story short, this is a real simple project. It's gonna give it a little bit more flair back here. I'm gonna like the way it's gonna look. I don't know what you even call it. It's a pole with some lights on it. Candles, actually. The candles are remote control, so you can just turn them on and off. They're LED, and they flicker like candles, so it's kind of cool. Long story short, just kind of want to jazz it up, kind of build this area, kind of my goal. I think with the vegetation coming in, the big bushes, with this post sitting here with the candles, along with the patio to the right here, with the hanging lights, the new post there, and then I'm also going to put in, before the end of the year, I would like to put in some low voltage lighting on this side of the patio. Currently I have low voltage on this side over here. These little mushroom lights, hard to find. Lowe's has discontinued them. I think I found some in North Carolina. I'm in the process of getting them. They're trying to confirm that they're in stock. I hate not to have them in stock, because then I either have to, one, get rid of all these ones, put new ones in that will match the other side, or just go with a different kind on the other side, which I can't find anything close to that right there. So that's a project in the near future. But right now I just want to get this post in, and then we'll worry about that at a later date and time. So let's get to work on that. Oh yeah, 36 is way down here. We're good. Whew, that's work. So I'm 7 foot out the hole. I got almost a little bit over 3 foot in the hole, so should be fine. I don't need a deep hole for this. I'm not building a home on this or anything, but 3 foot standard in Indiana. And the way I look at it, if you look to the yard over here to the right, this is raised. So even though it's still 3 foot of dirt, it's still at least a foot above what the normal grade was. So I'm not sure if that makes a difference or not, but long story short, we're gonna go 3 foot deep there, and that should be plenty. So let's get the hose over. I guess the big question is, how do I want this to look? So I'm thinking like an angle, and then have one board go this way and one go that way. Yeah, maybe like that. That way you can see both candles. Yeah, I think I'll do that. There's no right or wrong way here. It's really just preference at this point. So I'm gonna do what I think looks good. Let me stand back and look at it from a distance. Obviously, I'm gonna get it centered up. Should be fine like that. I'm not gonna worry about it. I am gonna put quite a bit of concrete in just because I got free bag. Well, not a free bag. I think it was $1. Pro tip here. So this bag was $1 right there, $1, right? So what happens at Lowe's, these bags open up, and this is like a type S concrete, so it's like super strong. It's way too much overkill for this particular post, especially with what's going to be on it. But long story short is, you can get a heck of a bargain at Lowe's if you just go there and ask for this, or if it's actually in the concrete area, and they'll have the original bag inside there. The only thing is busted open, and there might be a chance that something's mixed in there, so you want to be careful how you use it. But for like a post like this, it's easy win. $1, that's usually it's like a bag and a half right there. That's probably at least $10. So I mean, we're talking $9 difference, but you know what, it's concrete, and who wants to spend money on concrete? You know, you never see it once you put it in a hole. So let's go ahead and start mixing this concrete in the hole, and let's get this thing set. So real quick, if you put the water in the hole first, then you put the dust on top, and then it's probably dry at the top, it gives you time to set the post and get nice and level. It shouldn't take much at all, really. I'm not even gonna brace it or anything. Just keep an eye on it. Well, you can see the hole's still kind of dry. I haven't put a ton of water on top of it yet. It's still dripping down. You can see the bubbles from the water down below. So the water's seeping up to the top. I'm gonna give this a few seconds. We're gonna double check the straightness of it, because if I give it time, it'll set up and start getting a little stiffer. It's pretty stiff right now. I mean, it's not going anywhere, but I definitely want to keep an eye on it. I like to drench the post a little bit, get that white off the post itself. This is cedar tone once again. Good quality stuff. That's pretty much it right there. Okay, we're gonna check for level one last time. On the money. On the money now. Barely moved. So there's some guys out there, actually there's some guys out there don't even put water in a whole period. They put the dry bag in, that's the end of it. And then the groundwater will actually get wet and make the concrete hard. It takes longer that way. Like, I hope to be screwing in this thing on Monday, so it's got 5 days to rest, plenty of time to get hard. Hell, it'll be hard tomorrow. I could screw on it tomorrow. But like I said, I'm waiting for the parts to come from Amazon. It's things I'm waiting for. So I got to cut the 2x8s, probably about maybe 1.5 feet or so both sides, 16 inches maybe. I'll put a miter on it so it looks pretty. Put some decorative screws on both sides. Just to jazz it up a little bit, and then I'll buy some hardware to hang the lights on it. I haven't seen the lights yet, so when I get here, I'll go to Menards, get some black iron hangers, and be done with it. Easy project. The beauty of this project is it's kind of free for the most part. I mean, that thing's expensive. Those 6x6 10s they're cheaper than they were when I built the smokehouse. Still, I think it's like a $70 board, maybe a little less. I can't remember, $69. And the 2x8s were expensive too, and it's cedar tone, so it's more expensive than what green tree would be. But long story short is I got a rebate check for a lot of the stuff I did on the smokehouse, so the rebate check was pretty significant. It covered the cost of this easily, so this has actually cost me nothing. I guess I did have to buy the candles and stuff from Amazon, but the structure itself costed nothing, and it will look really good in the future, so it'll look good on Monday. So anyways, I've never bought these before. I got these at Menards, which I think Lowe's sells the same thing. But they're hex cap nuts and screws. So what it does, it gives you a fake look. It makes it look real big and bulky when it's really just a little small screw. It's actually pretty long, 3 3/4, 1/4 inch screws, and then there's these big bulky nuts. Pretty cool how they work though. Let me show you. You basically take it, you put the screw in there like that, and then you put this over the top of it, which I don't want to do because I don't want to get it all crooked. Let me try it. There you go. Once the screw's set, it's like almost like a jumbo washer. Then you screw that on there somehow. There it goes, like that, and then it sits like that. So it looks like a big old hex head. In all honesty, it's really a knockoff. So yeah. screwed up. I got the tractor out of the yard, I knew it was gonna rain, and I put all the dirt back there. Well, the problem is I need some of that dirt right there. So I'm gonna have to hoof it, maybe use a bucket or something. I don't have a wheelbarrow. Kinda got rid of that when I got the tractor, so kind of dumb. You always can use a wheelbarrow, but unfortunately I don't, so I'm gonna have to pay the price. Okay, let's put this 2x8 up here. It's remember I did this a few days back. It's hard as a rock. Put liquid nails in there, and it's like I screwed. Looks like I got the screw holes all ready to go and everything. So all I gotta do is determine the height on this thing, or how high I want this to go, and that's what I don't know yet. I think I want to be down a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if these are big enough. I want to put these on there. Oh, they may not be big enough. Maybe we'll get some other ones. Oh, yeah, they're big enough. Let me put this on here and just get an idea of how high I want this to be here. All right. So I'm not sure if I want to leave a gap here, be up higher or even lower. So I guess what's important to me is the coming out the door right there. So I'm gonna make sure I focus on that. Over tighten them, that's pretty much it. Okay, so those are on. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I wish I would have turned that around the other way. Put the screws here, but that's okay. They'll still fade in. The screws that makes the miter there. But all I gotta do is put the links on both sides, and then I'll put the chain. I may make one chain a little lower than the other. So piece of 1x8 right here, no big deal. It's 8 foot long. So what I'm gonna do is I have to make these little lanterns. I gotta fit this candle right here. I bought this on Amazon. They're cheap, 2 for $14. They come with remote control. You can't beat it. You gotta put a couple double A's. They're waterproof and all that good stuff. And they're really realistic looking. You'll see it when I put the video on tonight if I get this thing up today. But really look like candles. And they got a remote control too, all for 14 bucks. You can't beat it. So this is roughly 6 inches tall. I think it's 3.5 base. I really like my lanterns to be the exact same size, or at least width, of my post. My post is 5.5, so I think I want to be 5.5 here. That's a little bigger than I thought at first. I think I wanted to go 5, but I think 5.5 should be fine. I'm going to do 1 inch by 3/4 inch rails on it too. So you'll see as I start cutting the pieces what I'm going to do. But I want to get all the pieces cut now. I want to get 2 coats of black paint on them and some lacquer on them before later tonight, so I can put it all up while I'm cooking a brisket. First big cook, overnight cook in the smokehouse tonight is a brisket. It'll be in a later video. Top and bottoms for both lanterns cut out 5 by 5.5 by 5.5. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut the little block on top of these, just to give a little detail. Maybe I'll take about an inch off all the way around. So I'll make these 4.5 by 4.5. So here's one lantern, 4 pieces, right? I'm gonna cut these slits, make it, it'll be actually 4 plus 3, so 7 pieces each. So let's move over to the table saw and rip these down to 1 inch. So, yeah, so I'm gonna be out there quite a ways there. I don't think it really matters too much. What if I split the difference? I think I need to be out here more. So, yeah, let's go about right there. Okay, let's put the finishing touches on, I guess. So the 2 candles. I say, I don't know if these will blow out of here or not. I can always put hot wax, depending on how long the batteries last. Right now, they should be fine. They got some weight to them, so they may be all right. Pretty much it for the garden lamp. I'll give you a night shot here in a second, but pretty simple. All done with pretty much a Menards rebate card that I used on a smokehouse. So I think it fits well. I think it looks good. Let me show you how it sits in there with everything else. Like the white candles, they kind of pop a little bit. As you can see, it's stout. Pretty cool view right there. The candles are on, LED, remote control. Got them on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. You can see the whole point of this was to actually illuminate this particular area. So pretty happy with it. Good little project. Really inexpensive. Got it all free through Menards on the rebate because of the smokehouse. So we'll leave it at that. Have a good one.
That's a wrap. If you like these types of videos, give it a like. Make sure you subscribe. Please share with family and friends. And like I always say, I appreciate you spending time with the HomePro Hero.